Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So we left off with this dam being completed, us starting these dams, and then me doing this long project, which will dam off this side, which will then push all this bad water that way, out of the map. And I'm hoping that that is enough outward flow. You know what? Actually, I don't think that. Let's just be safe, right? Let's just be safe. Destroy the pathways here. And let's go to landscaping. I'd unpause the game while I'm doing this. And then we can go here. I missed that one. That's not what I wanted. There we go, Levy. Okay. I will then high prioritize these four. I want them to build these, and then I will give them stairway upwards, which will then turn into a path. And that, I am fairly certain, will guarantee that... Yeah, I think that'll guarantee the fact that this won't overflow this direction or that direction. No matter what, should pump out that way. Which is really good. I don't want any bad water to actually flow into the city for any reason. Actually, I'm not leave those paused because, yeah, I'm probably overkill on how much I need for my industrial area right now. What I do need to do is increase food production. Died due to drying out. Probably I waited too long to allow the water to flow back out. That's probably the issue there. Which also probably why my food's going down. Why is my water so low? 39.9. Now you should be flowing pretty well. I don't understand why it's not. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a staircase right here. Kind of like I did earlier. Actually. Yeah, let's do stairway, and then when that stairway's built, I'll delete this. And then I'm going to put a floodgate there, and I'll just delete that again. Just that way that water flows a little out. And I think this water's bad. Which is causing me to not get any water, which obviously is not great. Let me set that to priority. And then get a path out to it, obviously. I hope that, yeah. We're having a lot of planks to, like, no planks at all. I do have that going, though. Let me just, pause those two so they can't reach the rest of it, so they won't start building that quite yet. So I want them to... Okay, that's built. So I destroy this. And that just looks like bad water for some godforsaken reason. I have absolutely no idea why. And I'll just put a singular floodgate in. And now, since I actually pushed that too far out, I will just delete it. Set that as priority, and then when that's set to priority, I want that to go all the way up as soon as it's built. So hopefully they build that tomorrow, which will stop this water from flowing out here. Yeah, that looks so much clearer. They should hopefully be able to get much more water going. Although I don't know why this is... they just haven't replanted yet, because that should be a high priority. Yeah, that shouldn't be... Yeah. No available workers, no available workers. Yeah, my workers there. A lot of people die. What's my... okay, I have 25 beds, 5 open beds. No one's homeless, thank you. What? How do I have a radioactive beaver? Is that what that means? What is that? No, that's the robot beaver. Never mind. That's right. I forgot that was in there. That should be just... Yeah, that should just be the robot beaver. But that should clear that up. That should now be the priority, and that should just get finished tomorrow, and I can destroy that, which would then destroy all that. And then if that gets to end up being a bad tide, it should be fine. Okay, and it's built. Okay, then I can just destroy this. Which should, yeah, there we go. So gets that replanted. High priority is that, because I don't want to lose the planks. The logs I could care less about. It's the planks I really, obviously really need. But with that, I can then unpause these and allow them to start on that. What's this looking like? Pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll take a lot of planks. I bet that's where most of my planks were going. You have nothing to do. How do you... That last one is just out of range. And, do my trick. Get rid of all that. So it doesn't re-go at it. Okay, is my water issue being fixed now? I think so. I think we're now ready to pump the water. That's good. So yeah, so somehow that ended up becoming bad tide water. Not 100% sure how. But yeah, so there's that. So now that's there. So if that somehow manages to happen again, I'll just open that again, flush out all the bad water, close it, and then allow them to continue pumping. Okay, you are jobless now, because I don't have any more trees up here for you. Appreciate you for your assistance. Don't know what I'm going to do up here quite yet, but I do have the availability to do so. What? Right, food production. I want to increase food production. I kind of want to move these... Pretty weird, they're being kind of up here. As soon as I get that going, I can really get water going up here. But until then, I think I'm going to leave those where they're at. Although I could potentially add 2 more. And again, we are going upwards in water, so I'm not incredibly concerned about it. I'll get 2 of them up here. Set their jobs to high priority as well. Got a lot of spatter dock. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pause that as I have so much spatter dock. Let's see. There's a drought approaching, which is fine. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about that drought at all. I will destroy this though. I will leave those stairs just in case I ever want to get back up here for any reason. Let me see here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I like how I'm looking at this. Should definitely put a district up here, though. Oh yeah, none of you have a job right now, do you? Or do you have power? We are at the mercy of the wind. Okay, what else do I want to move? I want to move this. So I'm going to get this hauling post moved. I'm going to put the hauling post down here. So there's literally no one in it right now. I'm really not concerned. District management, hauling post. As this isn't something that requires power. Just going to stick it over here, get it out of the way. Not really going to put it down as a priority because it's not one. And I will be destroying some pathways. What I think I'm gonna do I have 770. Where is the Tapper Shack? So this allows me to take sap and syrup from trees, so pine resin and maple syrup, essentially. And I could push that here, which works for me. And then my plan from there would be probably to fire you, because I'm going to cancel this. Oh, cancel that. Yeah, there we go. Cancel that, and then I'm going to I'm going to plant for some, just a little bit more pine. Some pine going right there, and I'm going to, where's that at? There we go. Nope, this one. Pull these two. Okay, so once I get those pulled, also actually going to just pull that, and then I'm going to set these to high priority. Unmark these trees. Actually, going to go a little bit further. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to have, I think that's what I just did, right? Yep, that's exactly what I just did. Excellent, excellent. So I have this. And I will delete this, delete you, because I want, yeah, so this will be the pines that the Tapper Shack will do, and this will be the maple tree that the Tapper Shack will do. I could fit another 3 in there, but I don't really want to. This, however, I think I'm going to destroy. I'm going to go to wood. I'm going to put the forester back in. I'm going to just do it like this. Yeah. It's... Oh, so that's... Let's see, why can't I put it there? That left me fairly confused for a second. Okay, and then I can go to the wood and I can replace the forester right there. I'll put that as a priority as well because I want to get that rebuilt. So, well, honestly, I can move it more like here. Start getting this thing, start getting built yet. That's fine, yeah. So I'll go ahead and destroy that for where it's at. I'll replace it here. And I will plant. That is birch. I need pine. and I will cancel these 3. Right, I will cancel these 3 because I actually wish to plant pine trees right here. Pine tree, right there. You are mildly needed. I mean, the builders can't work if you don't have trees. Yeah, builders can't work if you don't have trees. Oh, hell, look at that. That's, well, no, not quite. I'm missing that left one there and these on this side. Which is fine. Well, yeah, obviously you're not close to dirt because this one has to get built first. Okay, so that's almost there. That one's kind of getting there. I'm not really too concerned about it. But eventually it will. Then it's just a matter of potentially blocking this off and blocking that off. Yeah, I think if I block that off and I potentially block this one off, I'm not sure about this one, but I know if I block this off, it should cause this to just flow this direction and not this direction, and potentially out there, which is fine with me. Yeah, that's fine with me. Is that the only one I have? Yeah, it's bad water, bad water. No, that one's also good. Could theoretically eventually clear this up, and then cause that's underground ruins. It gives me scrap metal like these do. Oh, I have one up there too. That's probably the one I'll use, and I just won't worry about the ones underground, or underneath the water and the bad water. I want to prioritize these. Get them out of here. What is that? Is that a pine tree? That's a pine sapling. Pine sapling. Gotcha. Okay. Obviously, I would like to leave this here because it's kind of centered location. It's for everything I've so far built, and I can still go this way further. Honestly, I could just build the thing here and have the bad tire just fill this up and then go here, but that would be a lot of that. I wonder if I could block this off here and allow water to flow this way too. I'm probably not going to do that. It's probably just fine the way it is. Yeah, that's fine the way it is. Yeah, I bet you I gotta not like that. Okay. I'm gonna destroy this. Push the supplies down here. So storage piles, large pile. The question is, where do I really feel like putting it? I'm gonna put it there. Really quickly, I will destroy those paths I don't really need. Just to clear that up a little bit. There we go. I lied. That's fine, yeah, okay. I'm gonna high prioritize those two. Okay, so if I do trees, put pine trees here, which is great. Destroy this. No good select. Place planks there, and I'm going to excommunicado the planks in here, and then you are going to be planks. logs. I'm at logs. I'm actually going to go to the logs from here over to here, and I'm going to, yeah, this will be logs here, or planks here. Builder, I think I'm going to move you to, yeah, I think I'm going to move you to. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go remove this. I believe the attacker shack. Yep, I'm going to go all the way over. And then what I'm going to do is I will set, kind of want to, is it bad that I want to just place the walkway here and just redo all of this right here? Well, the stair didn't really increase that by much. Probably kind of bad that I want to do that. I prioritize that. Okay. I will put pine trees there. That way it darkens that up and makes that look better. So I need maple trees. And I then also need to make sure that I would help if I corrected or selected the correct thing. Seems that I can't do that though. So what I'm going to do is I'll place a lumber, I'll place a lumberjack flag, and I will place it there. So I'll set that to high priority for them to build that. Okay, drought ended. This will then fill back up. And as this is all clearing up, I can set that to a mild priority. Excellent. Delete that. I'd like for you guys to get this up off the ground, please. It's also then closer to the planks. Well, that looks pretty good. It's definitely getting there. Yeah, that'll get there eventually. While I'm at it though, I'll just low prioritize that and then increase that. Okay. Thinking about this. Path. I don't want to destroy that. I want to get rid of this path. And then this path. That looks good to me. So how did I... Yeah, okay, I click on the beaver and he made that noise. I was like, how... Why did the tapper shack do that? Why did the forester make that noise? That was funny. Let's see. Okay, got all that pulled up, so then I will destroy the pathway. Okay. And then I believe... Yeah, okay, all this is still going correctly as it should be. And then I can plant... I need the maple plant tree, and I can plant maples there. Which then... The tapper shack. So, this stuff on the side, that means that it's ready to be harvested. So what the tapper shack will do is it'll harvest all the material on the side, getting sap, and then of course maple syrup, and then I can place it into a container. Builder's hut. Dang. Builder's hut, huh? Let's district builder's hut. I don't want to put the builder's hut there. I'll put it here though. Set that to a high priority. Oh, well, I finally got that built, huh? Yeah. Come on, get that built for me. And then I can destroy this one. Battery smooth. That is... That's a name, my guy. Or girl. It's a name. Building nice workers. Yeah, I knew that. I knew about that. Not surprised about that. I'm definitely not surprised about that. Okay, that building is now done, and I will destroy this, and I will hope that you guys move to this one. You did, okay. Okay. I will set this to a top priority for them to grab and pick up. Are you guys done? You are, in fact, done. Yes, okay. So, bad tide happens. This goes up, this comes down. And that also means, though, that I can take this, I can raise it to 1.9. And instead of it overflowing here, it will then... it'll flow over here. As soon as it hits that overflow point. If it does. Now we're going to go down to 1.8 and see if that helps this kind of flooding over here. There it goes. Okay, so 1.9 was just a little too much. That water should fix itself in a second, and just had a small increase in water, and that's why I did that. Okay, good. So that water's going, which means this is now flooded, or more filled, which means that it's now growing green at a much larger distance. If I wanted to, I could bring this down to like... I could bring this down to like 9. Instead of 1. And then if it ever overflows past 1.9, instead of flooding here, it would flood this direction. So I'll probably end up doing that. So... Just as a relief valve. Yeah, so there's no water coming through right now, but if this were to, say, flood for whatever reason, instead of flooding here, or over here to go around, it'll... or over there, it'll overflow here, which will then come into this, and then, yeah. That, it should work. And I could also bring this down to 1.8, which would decrease the water flow here, and it would kind of give us a more of an outflow here because there's 4 here and there's 3 here, so it wouldn't be an equal outflow, but it would be decent. Okay, I have that done now, and honestly, I like oak trees more than anything. So if I got rid of this here, when I just connected it there, or even, yeah, I'm not even concerned about that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to destroy this. Doesn't particularly have a reason to exist, because, like, if he can just go like this. It's still green no matter what with that, because of how the platform is. It's so close that I'm not concerned about it. But what I will do is I will plant more oak trees. It'll actually allow me to plant more oak trees, too. Plant oak trees there and there. And then I will also say that they are allowed to... You're allowed to cut these down. Yep, you're allowed to cut these down, all this down, and this down. And that. Honestly, though, I really need to get this cut down. Okay. So setting that to the highest priority should allow them to cut this down pretty much immediately. There it is. Get that cleaned up because I don't need that there anymore. Nor do I need it over here. Yeah, so if it's not an area I'm no longer cutting down, I don't want it to be there. Okay, good. So they'll cut this down now, get rid of this, and then I will probably set up another of these over here, because this one reaches all of the stuff over here that I would need, so I don't really need this one anymore. Unless I were to, say, pull these berries up and move them over. Which I haven't planned on doing quite yet. But it is possible to do. Yeah, so water's really good, food's really good. Grilled spatterdock's not the great because I don't really have food being made very often of it, and yeah. A lot of planks, not a lot of logs. You know, that's fair. The fact that I'm kind of building this kind of makes sense as to why I don't have a lot of logs. Okay, yeah, you guys are almost done. Yeah, but I'm going to stop these from taking a bunch of my logs and turn them into planks, because as of this current second, this is completely built, that's completely built, these just need logs, and nothing I can think of that I have going currently requires a large amount of planks. So I don't think I'm going to worry about that currently. I'm going to worry about transferring this to here and potentially here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to work on. Let me see here. Automation, weather-related rules, storage-related rules, population-related rules. Price timber put to buildings that should remain paused until a beaver population drops 20 beavers below the current level. Okay, yeah, that's not what I'm going to look at. Signal-related rules. Steam gauge signal. Emit selected goods signal. Apply this to buildings that should emit a signal of the selected goods amount, and the storage signal can be used in conditions on the other buildings. Huh? Apply this temp limit to floodgates to control their height and sink. What do you mean? Like, I clicked on these and then I clicked on these, I think? Is that what it means? I don't think I want to try that. Yeah, that's not something I particularly want to give a shot at. Shot at. So I don't want that to happen. Okay, excellent. Then to ensure that these do not replant themselves. And then I will destroy that. So I'm just going to destroy all of this. Yep. And I'll just let them grab those logs back up. Nice. Okay, so... Oh god, there's a lot down there, isn't there? So if I were to do this... And then a stairs... Could care less about the berries that are over here, but these trees here I could definitely... Okay, 3 days, I got a bad drought coming, my food and water is looking really good, I have significant water here and here. I forgot I had set those guys up there. Yeah, so I don't necessarily need those currently. And then when I do want to redo them, I'll plant them back over here. That'll be what I do. Need this, and then I want platforms, and I want a double platform here, and a single platform here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. 2.3 days away. Oh, okay, they got that done. Nice. I can honestly just say screw this. I don't want nor need And then it's just a matter of setting up high priority. And then as they so I can do that, huh? Okay. Awesome. So I got those that I now need to get. All that's good. This needs cut down. Yeah. So these guys can just cut all this down, I'm pretty sure, because they should have... Yeah, they have permission to cut all that down. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that one and that one, because I want these to be cut. I want this side pretty much to be cut down. I don't want there to be trees here anymore. Which actually what I can do for that, I think I can just... Yeah. I'll just cancel that as well. Yeah, I'll just pause that and keep that paused. Which means that they just won't, when they cut these down, they just won't replant them. Okay. Let me think here. Oh, damn, they're so close. So close on finishing this up. Then we'll, of course, block this off and send all the water that way. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game real quick so I can get over there real quick, and I can raise these up, and I can lower these, and I will unpause the game, which then should, yeah, push all of that bottled water that direction. We shall then keep all of this as good, clean water. Yeah, then that overflow might be a small issue eventually. But I should be good on food and water. Oh, hey, did you look at that? I haven't copied the rules to these yet. That's something I should pay better attention to. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 more up here. Yeah. So water pumps. Boop and boop. Yeah, that'll look good. And I can copy the rules and go copy the rules to both of those. And I got logs and planks again. Mostly because I probably stopped making planks. So these can regrow. The only things that can't regrow is if it's killed by the bad water. If it's killed by due to contamination, then it will... Damn, that is... Yeah, that's kind of overflowing right there. Yeah, so all this, none of this will ever regrow. But if I cut it down like this, then it will regrow eventually. I don't want those to regrow. So, let's just do that. Then I think what I'll do is I'll plant berries over here because I give all this reach. But I do wish to place a forester here. Although if I place it here, I can get down here with this stuff. Oh yeah, if I place it there, I could even go even further. Although, if I place it down there, I can go even further. The only issue is I got bad tide coming through here all the time. That's about the only issue that I would be concerned about. I'll put it there because, like, well, yes, this is green. Sometimes it's not green all the time. Oh, dang, yeah, it's getting there. And then it's just a matter of the overflow. And the bad tide's almost over. In which case, then I'm gonna plant here. Did I get that up there done? Yeah, that's done. Are all of these set to priority? That's priority, that's priority. I want you set to priority, and I want you set to priority. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. What are you doing, huh? Unable to get all required materials. Ah, see, that's... Stop farming the spatter dock. That's why I don't have any. That makes sense. It makes sense. No to all of you. I do not wish for you to regrow. Okay. Ooh, man, that is super close. Super close to being finished. And I will now decrease this all the way and increase this to 9.5. Yeah, 9.5, yeah. Which will then start flowing the water back through here. And we're gonna go. A-okay. Put some pathing going in here, just to block all of that. I do really quickly just because of how nice they've been. I'm proud of them. I'm gonna give them 3 of these, and all I'm gonna do here is just do a basic. Honestly, actually, yeah, I'll cancel that, and then I think that I can just stairs. Pretty sure that I can just do this and then do one of those, yeah. Just so they have one of them. I'll set a high priority on that one. And that's done, yeah. So that should be flowing that direction now. And it is definitely done now. Alright, look at that. That is one less bad water contaminant flowing into our center thing here. And if I can get this blocked off, then I can get, yeah, if I can get this blocked off, that should be the last water source. No, I think I'll have to get that right there, because I think if I block this off, no, if I block this off right here, it should just backflow that direction, I think. And then there's 2 of them. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I should be fine. I should be fine. And that's literally where all this bad water's coming from. And if I do that, I can just open this up and maybe not. I would probably put a dam here, or a floodgate, and allow water to flow in here. Possibly. Okay. That looks really good. Do I have any other projects I'm working on right now? Nope, okay, all that's done. So they've got those now. Got logs, planks. I was working on this. And I'm going to do wood, lumberjack. Set one here, set one here. And I'm going to allow him to do oak. Oak, oak. I actually don't need you doing anything right now. I'm just setting up for that. Oak. You're also fine. You don't have anything to do temporarily. And then I'm gonna leave space open right there, just so I can path to that eventually if I really want to. And I will prioritize oak trees. And I will allow him to do that. Which should, yeah, all this should now be part of the forest that they will cut down. Okay, so actually we'll unpause him. Let that one get to work. But I've now increased the amount of water I have. And if I really wanted to increase it again, what I need 120, which I definitely have, and then I would need planks and cogs. Which could 100% do that. But I believe cogs, they don't go to warehouse, they go to the medium warehouse, yeah. And then I would just do boop. Okay. So theoretically I'll pause that and those. Just to supply this, these two to supply this, and that to supply that. So I don't have anything major going on with the logs currently, and I don't have anything major going on with the planks. Let's see. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. Just need to really clear this up to really expand my food, and then when I expand my food, I will start expanding my homes to really get that going. I'll high prioritize that just so the first couple planks that come out of this are going to go towards that, the Tapper Shack. Yeah. And there's the Tapper Shack. Let's see what else. It's quite sad, but that's right, it was I already forgot what I was gonna do. It was the medium tank. I need 20 for the medium tank. And I will place one there. And then what I'm going to do is I will do this. And just get that a nice little platform there. And I will set that as water. And I will allow all gears to go towards that. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to storage. Want tanks and I want the openings to be next to each other. Oh, hey! And I just set all that to water. And that's 300 apiece, so that's 3, 6. That's 1,200 water, which is almost 400 or 500 more water than I currently have. And I can always increase and add more water pumps. What I will probably do is set up a district over here somewhere, potentially down here, and God, it's really not great to try to set one there. I could always try to set one up over here to start getting some of these and getting a thing set up over here. The issue is that when you set a district up, you don't really have food. Yeah, so if you don't have food, then I also don't have enough really to break off my colony currently. I think I'm only like a colony of 27 right now. Maybe when I double that, I'll be more comfortable with breaking my colony off. But as of this current second, it's not really something I want to do. That's looking good. I think it'll take a while to get through all these trees. That is the forester, because I don't want them to replant, but honestly it's fine if they plant, because they won't replant any of this stuff over here. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's see. Can I get a bad pump going in over here? That would help if I were to put that in the correct direction. Okay, so that goes down a depth of 2. So I could definitely build something over here, like maybe some stairways down into this, and then I can start pumping some bad water. Oh, see, it's good to see that they're getting this built. Planks are done. Okay, yeah, it's literally just working on the gears, which I've used all the planks to make gears. I also don't have any power going. That's also great. Okay. Yeah, okay, it doesn't have worker currently. That makes sense. That's the gatherer flag. That's the... Yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense as to why these... Ain't got one in here. Pause that. Yeah, that's the growth spatter dog. That's the sunflower seeds. Yeah, okay, so I have actual building. I have apparently placed this as a much higher responsibility. Y'all are gonna need to be the same priority, because like I don't know why I would have you as a higher priority than the district builders. Battery smooth though. Another green one. I would say that's more blue-green than anything, but I don't know. Alright, good. All the platforms are built there, and then they can start getting the water things in. Which then, honestly, it means I could probably get rid of most of this. Not all of it. Most of it, though. Just to hold a little bit more water. Well, guys, with that, I think this is a good place to end this episode. I will talk to you later.